Are you present? Do you swear under oath to tell the truth whenever you speak? You've been committing crime for lying to the judge. Saying that, let's start with the case. Good morning, lawyer. I see that you are accusing Mr. Luis Gerardo for committing homicide.
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Luis Gerardo, you are accused of homicide by killing Mrs. Victoria Sanchez by suffocation. Sir, are you paying attention?
Yes, sorry.
Sir, you're accused of killing Mrs. Victoria Sanchez Espinosa through suffocation. Do you have something to say about it?
I am innocent.
Good morning, everyone. My honor. I'm here because Mr. Luis Gerardo is accused of homicide for killing Miss Victoria Sanchez Espinosa. According to the forensic studies and some clues that we found in the place, in the scene of the crime, he used a sleeping pillow, and after having tied her arms and feet, used that pillow that after putting it on her face by 7 minutes, he caused her suffocation and therefore death.
Bullshit.
Silent!
The last call that Victoria made with her cell phone was at November 9 of the present year at 8:54 p.m. Victoria called her mother to tell her that she will be going to the movies with her boyfriend. Back then, Mr. Luis Gerardo. Was heard from her again until November 11 from this same year. Clues indicate that the nearest suspect for us and for the family and for her, the principal suspect is her currently boyfriend, Mr. Luis Gerardo. According to the witness, the person in charge of the movie tickets at the entrance of the cinema, they left the cinema very angry and in a discussion. Both were screaming, both were arguing, both were almost fighting with themselves. This was around 10:20 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. After leaving the cinema, Victoria went to the bathroom of the place, and while she was in the bathroom, Mr. Gerardo made a phone call. According to the witness, outside the bathroom. After that, she went out the bathroom and they leave the place. In another investigation, while checking Victoria's cell phone, Victoria's text, the day while they were in the movies at 10:05, she had received a text from another person that says, and I quote, "Love you too. Hope to see you again." Victoria never arrived to her house again.
Thank you, Mr. Raul. You can go back to your seat. Mr. Alonso, your turn, please.
The day November 9, around 8 p.m., Luis Gerardo was having dinner with his girlfriend, Miss Victoria Sanchez. At 9 p.m., they entered to cinema, and 10 p.m. they left it. While watching the movie, Victoria received a text and a unknown number that said, "Love you too. Hope to see you again." Mr. Luis Gerardo got mad and began to ask Victoria explanations. She said it was from a friend from work. She worked at Starbucks at the time. She did not want to tell Luis Gerardo who was it. By this, Luis Gerardo completely normal among couples. They left the cinema arguing. Victoria went to the bathroom. They got out and both left. They spoke and cartwheel going to Victoria's home and explained him and let him watch the message. The conversation made no sense. It looked at the sad, erased some messages. At 11 p.m., they arrived to Victoria's house. She got under the car because his anger. Luis Gerardo instantly started the car and left, not waiting Victoria's to enter her house. He went to his house and slept. At the next morning, she never answered him again.
Thank you, Mr. Alonso. You can go back to your seat.
Thank you, Honor.
Mr. Luis Gerardo, can you pass to the estribo?
I am innocent.
Mr. Gerardo, can you tell us what you was doing the day November 9th at 11:40 after you had left Victoria's in her house?
I was eating dinner at my house.
But you already mentioned that you had already eaten at 8:45 p.m. You ate dinner at that time.
Well, I got hungry again.
Okay, sir. Can you tell us your history, your version, please?
My lawyer already mentioned it. We got hungry and we had a discussion. Totally normal among couples.
The witness mentioned that he saw you speaking on the phone. Who was it?
A friend.
Who was that friend?
A friend. Called him to ask what he doing. He was with his parents.
Okay, Mr. Gerardo. Tell us why you got mad with Victoria that day.
Because I saw a very romantic text.
You got jealous.
Yes, who didn't?
Another question. What were your fingerprints doing in the pillow that we found at the warehouse garbage in the scene of the crime?
Objection.
Then again, take it easy, lawyer.
I don't know what were you talking about. We were couple. I probably left a pillow in her house. I bring it occasionally.
Okay, Here is number 223 evidence of the case. The pillow with your fingerprints. Do you recognize it?
That's not mine.
I have no more questions, Your Honor. Thank you. Citizens of the jury, we cannot allow that people like Mr. Gerardo murder our children just for that, just for some crazy, jealous ideas.
The jury, Mr. Gerardo, cannot be duly be presenting small evidence.
And that's not, that, I mean, that didn't make sense, did not make sense.
How many times the state have sent innocent people to jail or even death?
I don't know what else do you need, but what more clues do you need?
Being able of revoke all evidence are bringing solid evidence.
But for me, and sorry, my honor, but for me,
To see his family, honorable parents, and no criminal record.
this guy is already guilty. It's all for me. Thank you.
You cannot convict a person without having the truth.
Thank you, officer. Okay. Mr. Luis Gerardo, stand up. A judge and by the authority that's granted the state of Sonora, Mexico, having the verdict of the jury present, I declare you